Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's... Okay, cool. Okay, you guys. So, these last 2 days... Oh, shit, this last day, actually. Or 2 days. This algorithm isn't sending me any people that I talked. I normally get a couple of people within the first 10 minutes, but 20 minutes and no people, that's weird. YouTube, what's wrong with you guys? So I'm gonna wait a little bit. But I'm gonna get straight to it. First, oh shit. Oh, wait, hold up, you guys. Alright, so first we have the S&P 500. Actually, that's the only thing I'm gonna focus on this video, so it's gonna be really short, probably 5 minutes or less, or 10 minutes. Oh shit, got something in my ear. God damn. Anyways, so S&P 500 timing date, Arizona time. We gotta start off monthly wise. Monthly wise, that's bad. The fact that we have this huge wick and we're near the monthly and we closed this week right here. That's bad, first of all. Second of all, weekly wise, we were in the 3 candle box. First candle gives you your resistance, especially in the new zone. Gives you your resistance. Second box gives you the support. You box that area up. You pay attention to, especially to your last 2 days of it. If we then would have gone to, also monthly wise, I forgot to mention, areas to pay attention to, I mentioned, were these two right here too. This one. Weekly wise, I said, hey, pay attention that we gotta sustain above these 2 weekly floors. I'm gonna call all these are floors, depending if the market's coming down. It's gonna test this floor, if it's gonna break it or not, or support it and go up and go and test the next floor, and so on. So I said that these weekly was very important to hold. I said we need to hold above these 2 weekly lines. Going to the daily candles, you then see coming on to Wednesday. Wednesday we had that big dip. Actually, my bad, Tuesday. Notice how it went to that daily Fibonacci and not just end up touching it, but also close above it, way above it, bullish as F. So then you would have gone to Wednesday, because again, there was a 3 candle box, like I mentioned, for the S&P. The first candle gave you your resistance, second candle gives you support. You box that area up, and since you know there's a week, you pay attention to the last 2 days, so that if the market is breaking that box, but you know whatever data or movement is gonna move it back again inside of it, this will be your buying zone. That way, as the market goes up, gets inside this box, completes it, and now breaks above it, you're in the progress, you're in profit. Instead of people waiting for the market to push up, get above this area right here, breaking this resistance here and shooting on up and making some good money, you would have catch it in the lower region. So if you go on to your daily candle, you would have seen that right here, Wednesday was the area. Not just that, because so look, Tuesday we recovered. Look how on Wednesday we ended up breaking through this important area that said the market needs to hold or break through. So the fact that on Wednesday we closed the day above that resistance was very bullish. So then, and then Thursday and Friday were your big hitters if you think how the market was playing out. Thursday and Friday were your labor market impact, and then those are the ones that investors was looking forward to, because they know the Fed is looking forward to that. That's why on Wednesday you see this big movement up, especially Thursday. Thursday's data came out and it was bad, but not bad to where like they were worried. Because what investors want to get bad data, soft bad data, so the Fed can be like, look, you guys, they're getting bad news. We should step in and cut interest rates. That's why investors, if you notice, the percentage of the Fed cutting interest rate is too high in the 90s. But because we keep along the way the market, we keep getting bad data. Soft bad data enough where investors are like, yeah, we can shake that off because the Fed's gonna help us out. But then Friday came, and I said in my video, I'm gonna play right now on yesterday's video on how the market could play out. So now that we have this, my indicator is telling me that if we do drop tomorrow, this is gonna be where we're gonna start first of all lines up with that weekly trend that we just broke recently, but now are above. And then this time it's gonna be the real move where it's gonna break through this, and we'll most likely gonna go down 6,470, 6,464. All right, 6,470 some shit, right? And if you go to S&P, 6,450. So it passed through my 700, but actually I then said pay attention to your 745, 830. That's when the market is gonna start stabilizing, showing you what it's gonna do. If it's gonna be red down here or it's doing this right here. As you can see, once you get to 8, the market starts stabilizing, and then from there it just sustains. And it ends up closing in the 6,400 range that I mentioned. So when I saw early in the morning, when I was looking at this in my videos, if you see it, yesterday, like I said, this was from yesterday, 19 hours ago. I mentioned how that could happen. And I mentioned that because of this, how at 6 in the morning, instead of shooting on up, because think about it, the data came out at 5:30, a full hour of the market analyzing this. It wasn't a whole 1 hour for the market to analyze this one data. It's gonna take us more longer than that to analyze this. No, they tricked you. So also right here, it's a 3 candle box. First candle give you the resistance, second candle give you support, and then the second one, it was an 1 hour candle. So you would have gone to your 50-minute candle, and then the moment it would have catch this right here, it would have gone for a sell. But to me, it was this one right here. Just the fact that this 6-hour candle was just holding when it should have been shooting on up at 6:15 the latest, because of how good the news was. But so that's why I was like, nah, this is most likely gonna drop. And that's why I said, yeah, that's why I said if it drops, it's gonna first test this support right here. But since it's the bad data, it's most likely gonna shoot through that and close in this area right here. And that's why I mentioned that video right there. Because their reaction, their trading view came out with it comes out with these reports at the end of the week. It gives you this, the S&P closed so-and-so at this price, because investors gives you all that bullshit, right? So then I went to ChatGPT, told it, hey, tell me in a simple fucking form. I said pretty much at first investors the market rallied because investors were saying how the market came out bad. But then they really thought about it, and whatever the banks or whoever the fuck it was, and they got scared because these numbers were really bad that it could cause into a recession type of shit. So the market's gonna tell you whatever the market's gonna tell you, but the candles tell you first before the news hits you. And since that happened, and how Bitcoin and Ethereum are holding right now, it shows how the market is feeling. The market isn't fucking feeling happy, especially after that hit. You see how even Bitcoin reacted to it, and you see how even the 1 hour candle did the same thing. The 3 candle box dropped, same shit. You see Ethereum, three candle box right here. Third candle just fucking dropped. So all these similarities that Ethereum, Bitcoin, S&P are synchronized in a way. Um, Friday through Sunday is how crypto tells you how the S&P is acting. Seeing how it is, most likely we're gonna stay in this zone right here and just start dropping. We're most likely gonna hold because still too early. You'll find out. We'll find out Saturday evening. You'll start seeing it more, especially once we get to Sunday, because either Trump is gonna tweet something to save the market, whatnot, line it up, or he isn't gonna do nothing and the market's gonna open where it opened. And next week we're gonna be looking forward to CPI. CPI on Thursday. And then, because he's going to be talking on the 17th, the Fed's going to be talking on the 17th. So far, all this data, that's why they're worried. They're worried because they worry that the Fed's going to fucking do some crazy shit. But anyways, you guys, I just wanted to summarize the S&P. I didn't really want to go down to Bitcoin and Ethereum, but by Saturday, I want to see Bitcoin or Ethereum break from this area right here. If by Saturday evening or whatnot, I doubt it. We're probably gonna start dropping or giving those hints of dropping early. It's not gonna drop, but it's gonna give you those hints of dropping. Saturday evening, it will really start telling you how the market is feeling. Alright, you guys. So I'm gonna log out. I don't want to make you guys complicated or anything. Brian Seacrest signing out. Hey, buddy. Happy Saturday. Yeah, take care, brothers. Thank you for the comments.